and right there.
As a person, as you know, a creator, and a guy who's created so many characters in so many different worlds, could you give a couple notes or a little blurb on like world building and the universe creation?
Could you talk a little bit about the world building, where you built a world and then sort of created a universe? In other words, I think you were one of the first people ever to create an entire universe of superheroes that really came together.
It was really laziness. What happened was, I didn't want to have to invent cities like Metropolis or Gotham City. I'm not that imaginative. So I figured I'll just let everything take place in New York. I know that city. Then I figured I'll let all my characters live in New York. I won't have to dream up new places for them. So I really took the cowardly way out. I had everything take place in one city, and they all got to know each other. And then I realized in the stories I could even have them meet. And then later on I could have them team up like the Avengers. So it all came because I'm lazy and I took the easy way.
Let's make microphone, because you're getting a little feedback there.
I'm getting feedback? What does that mean?
I'm giving you feedback right now. Give me the microphone. Come. And also, from what I've heard, the idea of superheroes in New York is ridiculous. That's what you said. At the end of the Avengers.
At the end of what?
The Avengers.
Oh, well, that was a movie script. You said, I said it's all special effects. And it was. I was telling the truth. It was all special effects. But it wasn't supposed to mean that, really. Back there, are you better with that microphone than me? Are you more skillful at microphones?
I'm holding it at a slightly different angle here, and I think it's
Am I holding it too close?
That's what, yeah, I think that's going to be more comfortable.
I never got a lesson in how to hold a microphone.
Now, you were doing fine there. This one was just starting to give some feedback, and it probably hurt their ears.
See, these panels are educational. You're learning about microphones.
Yes.
Mr. Stanley, your heroes throughout, like from me growing up to now, have really inspired me to want to create my own cartoon series when I'm older. But I want to know, who was your inspiration? Because you're one of my biggest ones, so I just want to know who yours is.
Okay, so she was, because it's a little hard to hear sometimes all the way through the room, I'm just repeating.
I can hear it, I just can't make out the words.
There you go. She was saying that you really inspired her to create her own stories and her own comics and cartoons, and she wanted to know, who was that kind of an inspiration to you? Who inspired you to make your story?
Well, most of the people that I owed money to, mainly. If there's any such thing as inspiration, it probably came from all the books I read. I used to read 1 million books. I read Jules Verne and Mark Twain and Edgar Allan Poe and everything I could lay my hands on. And when I had to start writing, I had all that stuff swimming around in my mind. Of course, I tried not to copy it, but I think the more you read, the more movies you see, the more television you watch, has to give you 1 million ideas. Does that answer the question? I forgot what the question was.
No, it does. Although somebody else commented out there, I mean, did you find a lot of inspiration that came from the artists you worked with?
No, they weren't inspiring. They were just artists. They were the greatest artists you could find anywhere, and they were great visual storytellers. When I would give them an idea what I wanted the story to be, they would draw the thing and make it look 100 times more interesting than I had even imagined it. And then all I had to do was put in the words and make it make sense, which I did magnificently.
The gentleman with the great